Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. It's Radko from Radko Tarot, and in this whole video we're going to look into a Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and as well Scorpio Rising weekly general tarot reading February 22nd up until February 28th, 2021. And if you are interested in a personal reading with me, or you want to take my tarot classes, you can check out the description down below. And there you're going to find a link to my website where you can view and purchase either or both of these services. So with that being said aside, moving to the general Scorpio tarot reading, the first card we do have for us, Scorpio, and I'm saying this because I am Scorpio as well, that is to be the King of Wands, followed by the Three of Pentacles. Moving next, what we do have, that is to be the Wheel of Fortune, followed by the Page of Swords, and the last one here, that is to be the Queen of Swords. So these 5 cards, and that is to be quite of a interesting week for us. At the very least, at the end of the week, we are going to be sitting in front of some kind of a choice that we have to make, some kind of a drama, or not drama but dilemma, let's say, of how to proceed forward, which side we need to take. And the very start of the week here, with the first card, we do have the King of Wands, and that is to be a person that is stepping into our lives. That could be someone brand new, or it could be somebody that you already know. And King of Wands, they do have a very defined goal, very defined agenda. They are always, how can I say, aiming high. And how can I say, they are pretty much driven toward a good life. Okay, they always want to have, I don't want to say fun. It's more like the beauty of life. For example, they like to always sit on a beverage at the end of the evening. So they do like the pleasure out of life. But also they have a positive and good mood for the unfoldment into the future. Now, the thing with the King of Wands, it is that they are completely driven by their ambition. And at that stage, their ambition falls within us. So we are either, or we do take a severe portion of their ambition, meaning that either they want to make a partnership with us, or they cannot get by without us, without our help. Which one is going to be? That depends entirely on you. But what we can expect, it is that somebody comes about at the start of this week with either a very good idea for us to develop, or a very good proposal for us to consider as well. And right after the appearance of this individual, there are going to be a lot of negotiations here with the Three of Pentacles. Okay, so that person is going to take each time to display, and also to not to display, but how can I say it? All right, so I'm going to use display to display what they want to do into the future, what kind of a plan they do have, what do they expect in general. Now, there isn't going to be as well a shortage of criticism here if we do want to, how can I say, follow them or be by their side moving forward, if we do find their goal, agenda, or ambition in this particular case interesting to us, and we want to take part of the whole cooperation. Now, what is going to be disclosed, it is that through the ambition of the King of Wands, okay, and the developing of this ambition moving forward, we are also going to benefit a lot. Because the King of Wands also will have the capacity or the capability, if you will, to support us through our development. So the things that come up to my mind here are leaning more toward the business side of the matter rather than to the relationship side of the matter here with those 2 cards. and that could be very well the investor we may be looking forward to. That could be the business advisor, or that could be simply the, how can I say, the marketer that we do need in order to bring our business moving forward. But as well, that could be also related to relationship interaction. And if that's the case, you need to know that with this, the King of Wands does expect a lot. Like I said, they are always aiming high. And as they do find you interesting, that relationship will not going to be able to happen without some certain conditions that are to be cleared out right after the King of Wands takes place or manifests for you, Scorpio, into your life right at the start of the week. Important thing about the Three of Pentacles, though, it is not to take on these criticisms that you are going to take, or that you will have to take from the King of Wands very personally. They are purely meant so you can think about, you know, the things that you can improve on. And it's highly advisable to try onto this cooperation. That is because throughout that cooperation, we do have the Wheel of Fortune, and that cooperation, as it is the Wheel of Fortune, is going to happen to be a very fortunate for us. Now, I cannot say more about this card because this is exactly how it falls into this reading. And that cooperation is going to happen to be a cooperation that will allow us to pretty much make a substantial change into either our business or into a romantic life throughout this week. Now, while it may not be the best opportunity ever, is going to be kind of like a unique opportunity, like unique that it's probably is not going to come about any soon into the future if it comes about throughout our entire life. That is no different than, you know, being able to going to buy a car and you see kind of like a modified car. Yeah, you may buy a better car than that if you do wait, but that car you get to buy only once in life. So such type of a person, such type of a cooperation, may that be business or a romantic, you get to have only once in a life. And that's why it will be a very good thing, or rather like a very good idea for us to explore it instead of just wave it aside without even taking it under consideration. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's that's a sign that is gonna play a very positive role into our life. Now, in fact, it seems that, I don't know, I have to say it for myself as well, because I do suspect what that is, okay, for me. But I think that we barely deserve it. Okay, I really think that we do barely deserve that thing with the Wheel of Fortune. It was not meant for us, or at least not in the way that it is presented. But alas, it's coming to us, and it is best for us to take advantage of it. So that is the expression of the Wheel of Fortune that people say a sheer luck. And through sheer luck, this person comes about and offers that cooperation to us that we can purely take advantage and, like I said, accomplish an ambition that it is simultaneously theirs and ours as well. And that's why it leans more toward the business side, because in the romantic aspect of the ambition, it could be to be happy and loved, but these things, they are not conditional. And here we do have a lot of conditions played with the Three of Pentacles. And right after the realization that is actually a very good opportunity for us, you know, and it's something that we need to explore. We do have a person that we definitely know, that we do have a person that that definitely has a how can I say, implication into our life. Page of Swords, not very happy of what is going on. Page of Swords, they are people with a original thought. They are people that are very, the word is not angry, the word is more a warmongering. So Page of Swords, this is what they do. They like to present fallacies as facts. Mainly because they don't know what they are talking about. And here with the Page of Swords, that is to be a person who will try to convince us out of it by trying to present, you know, their original, not original thought, but trying to present their points of view over the matter, but is going to be severely shrinked on an information. So meaning that they're not going to say to us everything, or they're simply going to twist the things the way they are finding it more believable. Now, that is one way how the Page of Swords may plays around. The other way how the Page of Swords may play around, it is that if we do decide to pass on the opportunity with the King of Wands, okay? Because we do have a choice, we do have a free will, and therefore that is a choice we need to make. Yeah, it's a good opportunity. Yeah, it is something that is going to change our life in a unique way, but we definitely have the ability to pass away, to simply do not take advantage of it. And in this particular case, then the Page of Swords comes about as a person who is going to present some kind of a unique help. So it's going to be unexpected help out of somebody else that will replace the King of Wands. Now, the problem with this narrative here, or the problem with this path that we can take, it is that Page of Swords, they do not like insubordination. What I mean is that every time you do something out of character or something out of their expectations, they are jumping into arguments, and then these arguments starts becoming very pointless, because it's highly unlikely that the page is going to convince you in their point of view, and it's highly unlikely as well that you are going to explain and being able to convince them into your point of view also. And that will be a very, very difficult collaboration with the Page of Swords, but it could happen, okay? It can happen, but in order to do so, you need to, how can I say, gnash your teeth, if I can say it that way, and bite your tongue, so you do not press any certain points of contact with the Page of Swords individual. And at the end of the week here, we do have the Queen of Swords, and this card refers to either of these individuals that we do have here, regardless of which one we're going to choose to push through with. Either the King of Wands, that it is way more versatile, that it is way more open, and it actually offers us way more than we can expect, or with the Page of Swords that happens to be a companion who is offering us some kind of a help throughout the week. That's it's going to be rather warmongery. With either of them, at the end of the week, we will be able to push our things through here with the Queen of Swords. And some kind of an information is going to come your way at the end of the week that we can definitely use to the best of our advantage. So we are to be forewarned, and therefore we are going to become forearmed for the future endeavors that are to come up to us, either career-wise or either relationship-wise. In either way, we are going to be very emancipated and very in tune with the with the flow of events. And thus, there won't be anything that is possibly going to happen moving forward into the near future that is going to throw us off balance. So this week here, which either of these people we choose to push forward with, we are going to be well prepared for the future. However, either of these people will define how big that future is going to be for us. King of Wands, the person that happens to appear at the start of the week, is going to present us with a big future. Page of Swords is going to present us with a monotonous future that is a very slight upgrade to the future we have set for ourselves thus far. So the choice is yours, the choice is ours. I personally would prefer to go with the King of Wands, although it's going to be a difficult transition. It's something that it will offer me, and it's going to offer you as well, guys, way more growth than the one with the Page of Swords. Now, a couple of words, if that's about a romantic situation, and most likely is going to manifest for those that are very, very single, okay? And we do have a suitor that comes up at the start of the week here, which pretty much comes up with a high demands, okay? That is a person who can offer a lot, but as well it does require a lot, and you do find it very interesting. They find you as well very interesting. So it's kind of like there are going to be conversations back and forth just to see how compatible you are, which is going to be a situation highly disliked of somebody you know doesn't want to see you with this guy or a woman whatsoever, and they will try to how can I say, ruin the situation, like I said, with fallacies. So we have to decide which statement you are going to go forward with. Are you going to put your trust into the suitor or into the friend you got? Either way, it seems that you are going to be prepared for the future. But again, which future? The one of being single or the one of being in relationship? So that being said, Scorpio, this was your weekly general tarot reading, guys, February 22nd up until February 28th, 2021. Hopefully you do enjoy it and you do like it, and we are to see each other next time. Until then, bye.